Should you work out when sore? The answer to that is very important for your goals. Plus, I got 3 tips that'll help you judge if you should go to the gym when sore coming up. What is up, For Faith Nation? Thank you again for tuning into the video. And if you're new around here and you found us through search, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that little bell icon, because I talk about weight loss and fat loss, and that is it. My only goal is to help you reach yours. So let's hop right into it. Should you work out when sore? The answer to that is yes. Most of the time you should. Stick around so you can learn why and why it's so important. The reason that working out when sore is so important has nothing to do with the soreness at all. It's more to do with your motivation. Look back at your past. How many times have you stopped working out because you were sore and you deserved a rest day or whatever it is, and then you never really went back? How many times has being sore cost you your goals? And then ask yourself, how important is my goals being ruined versus me being a little bit sore and working out and maybe making that a little bit worse? It's more important to keep that motivation, keep that positivity. So it is extremely important. If you are really overweight and you're trying to lose weight, trust me, you want to go to the gym. You will not regret it. You're going to leave feeling better and less sore. You're also going to leave feeling not guilty. So real quick before we hop into the tips, what is DOMS? Everyone has heard of DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. What exactly is it? It's pretty much, scientists find it a little fuzzy as well. They don't exactly know what causes it, but it is, just like it says, delayed onset muscle soreness, meaning it is delayed. It sticks around for a little bit longer than typical soreness, up to 2 weeks, especially towards my armpits on chest day, deep in the armpit there. That's actually the pec minor muscle, so it's still part of the pec. That will stay sore on me sometimes for an extremely long time if I push it real hard. 2 weeks, I think it's been past 2 weeks before. And so don't freak out. It's not normal, it's not like a good thing, but it's not also abnormal. And so everything's okay, but that is delayed onset muscle soreness. It also tends to be sore to the touch. If you poke the muscle, it's going to be sore, let alone if you contract it. So now that we know what DOMS is, I'm going to hop into the tips as to how you should judge what to do when sore, or if you really should go. There is some times that you shouldn't be going to the gym when you're sore, so I have some tips for you on that coming up. But in general rule of thumb, I want you to always know this and apply this to yourself. You can always do something. No matter what, you should be doing something. I don't think there's many cases, unless the muscle tore off the bone or something, that you shouldn't be doing any exercise whatsoever. The explanation to exactly what I said right there is pretty much tip number 3. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Tip number 1 is going to be judge how sore you actually are. Are you maybe seeking a rest day because you feel like you've earned it? Which, don't get me wrong, if you are just now starting up, you have earned it, but you've also earned feel good, you've also earned success, and that involves going to the gym. If you literally poke the muscle and it is sore, whatever muscle that is, and it is sore, or if you have lost range of motion, for the chest as an example, I'll keep using the chest since you can see it. If you take your arms out and it's like, I'm not moving past that hurts too bad, then you might want to consider not working out that muscle group for that day and trying to stick away from that as much as possible. Possibly even ice would help if there is any swelling, because sometimes DOMS can cause a little bit of swelling. So consider skipping the gym for that muscle group on that day if you're sore to the touch or if the range of motion is lacking. So tip number 2 isn't really to judge if you should go to the gym like the first one was. It is to judge more what you should be doing if you are sore. So if you go into the gym and it is sore to the touch, then what I want you to do is ignore that muscle group. You can always work out a different muscle group. That is the point for splits. And what I mean by splits is on Mondays you do legs, on Tuesdays you do chest, on Wednesdays you do back, whatever it is. And there's a 1,000 different ways to do that, so you don't have to do what I just said there. In fact, what I just said there probably isn't very good in my opinion. But no matter what, you can be doing a different muscle group. Even if you have to switch things up and veer off plan and do back on Tuesday as opposed to back on Wednesday or whatever it is. So just do a different muscle group. Even if you have to work out arms, do something. Go to the gym and do something. Just avoid that one muscle that is tired. Tip number 3, and this is the one that I was talking about earlier, you can always do something. You should at least be stretching. Getting blood flow to the muscles, stretching, doing cardio, things like that is going to clear out that waste product. That is what is believed to cause extreme DOMS. Of course, it's the muscle being broken down and damage to the muscle. But what really causes it to stick around, they believe, is the waste product that is produced from the muscle trying to heal itself and all the lactic acid that got caught in the muscle. And that's a whole different topic, and I won't get into that on this video. But having that delayed onset muscle soreness is a result from all of that waste product. So if you can get in the gym and do simply, let's say your legs are sore, and you can get on the exercise bike and go really light, maybe not even add any resistance, just get some blood flow to those muscles, that will really help. And at the very least, you can be at home, look up a stretching routine so you still feel like you're following something, look it up on YouTube, and do a stretching routine, or do some yoga, some like very beginner yoga or something. Do something. And again, you can do a different muscle group as well. The second part to that tip that I wanted to mention real quick is most of the time you still can lift. You can actually lift weights, not just stretching or all this stuff that I was just saying. If it isn't sore to the touch and you're not lacking in range of motion, you can still lift. And even if those things are the case, you just really lighten the weight. So let's say again that my chest is extremely sore, and normally I'm doing the 70-pound dumbbells for however many reps, 12, 15 reps. And so you could do the 25-pound dumbbells. You're gonna feel ridiculous because you've been using the 70s or 75s or whatever it is. Or, you know, if you're using the 30s, you could use the 5s. I mean, again, you're gonna feel ridiculous, and who cares what other people think? The point is to get blood flow to the muscle, get the muscle working, and most of the time, because it is believed that that stuff that's hanging around in the muscles, what's causing the soreness in the first place, when you work it out and you clear some of that out, you are going to leave feeling better. It's not just because the muscle's warmed up, you're gonna continue to feel better. It's gonna help get rid of that DOMS. Now, once everything's cleared out, the muscle damage, that's gonna stick around. You're not gonna heal it faster by working out, maybe a little bit, but that isn't gonna make the biggest difference. So you can always do something, at least be stretching, but most of the time you can still work out. Just lighten the weight if you are extremely sore. Well, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what you saw, please give us a thumbs up, and again, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Question of the day: what are your tips for soreness? Do you agree with me that it might be more detrimental to skip a day than it would be to work out maybe on top of that soreness, or to avoid the muscle that's sore? What are your tips? Opinions can differ, and that's what makes the collection in the comment section so valuable to people. You can be part of the change. You can be part of the help by connecting in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys and connect with you down there. Share this video out on social networks so we can grow the channel and help more people. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless.